Good morning, everybody. There's always a little delay with the link in to Zoom, from Zoom to Facebook. So I sit there like a weird person just going, waiting. Anyway, how's everybody's Monday so far? And today I have a very serious topic to talk about. And this week is, on Thursday, is Are You OK Day. And I say it's important because we have a day for it once a year. But I often wonder whether we should actually have this day every day and be aware of how people are and asking the question, are you okay? And this weekend that's just gone, I have been in training again for a whole weekend. It's really intense and very insightful though, because I get to work on myself in these sessions. So not only am I learning, but I'm also working on myself and my own internal parts that need help and assistance. So over the weekend just gone, we did quite a few processes and it was quite intense in a few parts, but learning who we are and what sits on the surface and what sits under. The work that I do is transpersonal work, transpersonal art therapy. And the process of transpersonal art therapy is getting into another state of consciousness. So getting into our subconscious and working on a deeper level. So not just our mind and our thoughts. And this was coming up for me over the weekend. And one of the processes that we actually worked on was asking, how are you? And most of the time you'll see somebody in the street or you'll meet a friend and you go, oh, how are you going? And they go, yeah, pretty good. But are they really? What's sitting underneath that for them or for you even? When you say, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I'm going okay. But are you really okay? And it was interesting, the process that we did. So yeah, like looking into these particular parts and doing processes around how are you and how are you really, and really digging deeper into those spaces. So from a transpersonal point of view, we're actually like cutting down layers and digging down into layers, because when you really feel it and sense it, and we feel it in our body, so getting into that relaxed state, and when a person asks you, how are you? And you say, good, how are you really? You start to really feel it in your body. And where are you feeling that in your body? And it was a beautiful process to work through for me, because I came into the program feeling quite excited and always eager to learn and learn new things about myself. And as we started doing the processes, I was like, oh my goodness, this is hard, because you can really dig into those spaces that you sometimes don't want to either acknowledge or that you push down, like you're pushing something down. And when we push those things down, what happens is it sits within us. It can create pain. It can create illness. So being able to work into those spaces and let the feeling, the emotion, the saying, the thought, the feel that you've got in your body, expressing it and letting that out, is a very powerful process. And it was quite emotional. I got quite emotional this weekend as well, because for me, things came up that I did not expect. And when we sometimes face the unexpected, we actually learn something more about us, more about ourselves. So in this week of Are You Okay? And we do have Are You Okay Day on Thursday, but in this week of Are You Okay? I ask you to ask yourself, are you okay? Not just other people, but ask yourself, are you okay? And a great way to do this is to have a diary or have a journal. And when you get up in the morning, just sit with that feeling. How am I feeling today? What's my thoughts for today? So before you start the day, as soon as you get up, what are my thoughts for this day? How did I wake up? Did I wake up fresh? Did I wake up tired? Did I wake up annoyed? Did I wake up frustrated? Did I wake up happy? What's the feeling that you had when you woke up? And where do you feel that in your body? Because when you can start to articulate these feelings and emotions is when you can really start to work on the places of you that need to be worked on. Keeping that journal is, I talk about journaling like a lot because it's quite a powerful tool to use. And lots of people just think a journal is an art book or a diary that you write in. In the olden days, we write, dear diary, this happened to me. But a journal is actually something that's really next level, and you can really express quite deeply into a journal your thoughts and feelings and emotions. So using words or art or whatever, poetry, whatever it is you want to. So just sitting in that space of a morning, just for a few minutes, it doesn't take long, just a few minutes, to really ask yourself how you feel today. How are you today? What's your thoughts? What's your feelings? Where does it sit in your body? And just taking that each day as you go through the day and see how the day progresses. It's quite an interesting process. So for this day, I have woken up, I had a great sleep, I put my feet on the floor, and I thought, yay, it's Monday. Even though I didn't get a weekend off, I got a lot of internal work done for me that was a great release. So even though it was hard work, it's now released and it's out. So I feel a lot lighter today, being able to go into Monday to work through this week. So I ask you, are you okay? How do you feel today? So writing it in your journal or just thinking about it even, but writing it is a great way to let it out. And I'd love to hear your comments. Do you guys keep a journal? Do you keep a journal? And last week I showed you the process of the daily emotions journal with the boxes. And I don't know if you got to watch that. If you want a copy of that, you could write journal video and we can send you a copy of it. Or if you would like a copy of the how to start an art journal, it is a free PDF, a free download. You could write art journal and we'll send you the PDF. So you can pop that in the comments below if you do want that. They are free, so we'll just email those to you. The art journal PDF is just a guide to getting you started, just giving you a few tips and hints on how to get started with an art journal or a soul book journal, just to give you some different ideas on journaling, how to journal, what you could put in your journal, and various things like that. that's it for me for today. A super important topic. And next week will be our mental health week. And I love working with people in the mindset space. A lot of mental health stuff does come up. I don't specifically work in the mental health space, but it does quite often crop up in sessions. But for me, mental wellness is very important. And being in business, especially being in business as a sole owner or in a small business, sometimes you don't have that support around you. So have people in your corner, so spaces like this where you can come and listen to different things about wellness and strategy that you can use within your life and business is super important. So connecting with people that can really assist you in that life and business space. So business wellness, that's why my group is called Business Wellness Community, of course. Being in business is quite a tough gig and burnout, it's really prevalent at the moment in business. So not just for individuals, like individual burnout is really rife at the moment as well, because there's so much going on, so much information, but just trying to get into that space of being kind to yourself, just being kind to you and checking in. How are you today? How do I feel today? So that's my message for today. I'm going to have a little bit more around this later in the week. I've got a few things happening this week in this space for my some business owners where I'm going to be working with them around this wellness space in the wellness capacity. So I'm quite excited about that, to be presenting to some ladies and sharing some tips on wellness in the business place. I struggle with sharing my feelings to others. I always think, oh, do people really want to know? Yeah, they do want to know. I think if that's, and I'll share, I do have anxiety as well. And I really struggle to share my feelings. And for a very long time, I didn't share things for a very long time. I just kept it in. And it can be very debilitating when you don't share. And that's why with this weekend that I just did, it was really tough, because for me to be able to speak some of those words, it's really tough. And having somebody that is on your side and in your corner and happy to listen and be in the space and just holding that space for you to just really connect with those thoughts and feelings is so important, because everything that you have to say is valuable. And if people dismiss, that's not the right person that you should be talking to. And really be in this space and really be in this community. And this community is a safe community, or I'd like to think it's a safe community. I love sharing with others, and I love that you have definitely gotten something out of this. So thank you so much for being here, because that does make me really happy, because for me, it's about giving and giving into that space, because when I needed that, I didn't get that. So that's why that's really important to me, is to be able to give when others need that. So we're getting a little bit deep into that now, but I'd love it if you could come to a session. I do have another mindset workshop coming up, so a wellness mindset workshop coming up and I'm going to quickly check the date, because I can't remember. It's this month, and Jane may pop the date. I think it's the 26th of September. No, I'm away that day. Must be the 19th of September. I'll get Jane to pop the link in the comments once we've got it up today. So that's another evening event on a Monday evening from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. I believe it's on the 19th, but I'll get Jane to pop the link into the comments. So if you're interested in coming to that Mindset Masterclass, you could pop in the chat Mindset Masterclass and we'll send you the link for that as well. So that is on a Monday evening, 7 till 9 p.m. So hope you can come to that. If you want any of the other stuff, please write in the comments. And on that note, I will head off and get started with my day, and hope you guys have an amazing day. And I'll see you all throughout the week. Bye for now.